it starts off pretty one note, and then it takes on about 1,000 other notes. We get invested, and the relationship becomes very complicated. But I mean, it's funny too. I mean, we just tear each other apart.
Father, daughter, and then for you.
Yeah, we mentor each other in a weird way. I parent you, even though you're my father. You do teach me about rock and roll, but I don't know the issues that you find. I'm clean and sober. You know, I never did anything, and he's obviously the opposite of that. So we teach each other. But I definitely feel like Ava and I run the show. This girl and I.
Yeah, there's no question.
We run it.
I think that's the lesson here. I'm a huge Rolling Stones fan, obviously. Huge fan. Keith Richards, Mick Jagger. I always find it interesting. Keith Richards raised such normal kids, and he's been married for 30 years now. He's really he's a grandfather at this point. So it's really interesting to me to look at that guy and to see him from that side of it. So I think if the show gets to go on and continue, it's going to be really interesting what I'm going to learn from her and vice versa. But there's clearly the biggest lesson he's got to learn, which he kind of learns almost by the end of season 1. It starts to become clear to himself he's never going to be famous. If anybody in the family is or the band, it's going to be her. So the idea of her getting more fame and him being in a room with her while somebody else famous is in it is always going to be fun. Like if she's hanging out with David Bowie in the recording studio, what Johnny's going to do to blow that up? Piss off David Bowie, even though he's like the biggest Bowie fan in the world, is always going to be funny.
They can be rock star cameos.
Like, I think I just gave up like the biggest. He's a great actor. A lot of rock stars are actors, which kind of really fucking pisses me off. Dave Grohl and Greg Dooley on this show, they totally improvised. Joan Jett. I'm telling you, whatever you see on that show, it took me hours in the editing room to make myself look even slightly cool as a rock star. The thing I discovered, even with singing the Asshole song for all these years, and I felt like I could be a rock star. I can't. You have to actually be an unbelievably cool person to be up on stage for 3 hours.
I think arguably though, if you ask our cast, we're not bullshitting you. You're a very cool person.
Let me just tell you something.
You sell it.
Go watch Debbie Harry, and then
I can't compare you to Debbie Harry. You're very different.
Well, anyway, I'm telling you, it's a tough. You have to actually be cool.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.